London, November 7th, 2000. It was a night destined to be etched into the annals of criminal history as a gang of audacious thieves set their sights on the Millennium Dome, an impenetrable fortress guarding a fortune in diamonds. This brazen crew of 6, inspired by the legendary Pink Panther gang, devised a plan that defied reason and captivated the criminal underworld. Under the cover of darkness, their hearts pulsating with avarice, they fixated on the Millennium Star, a dazzling 203-carat gem worth an astonishing £200 million. But their insatiable greed drove them further, beckoning them toward a cache of rare blue diamonds valued at an additional £150 million. Unbeknownst to the thieves, however, the web of surveillance and intelligence was silently closing in on their every move. The police, protectors of the dome's treasures, had become aware of their audacious plot. They orchestrated a meticulous sting operation, weaving a tapestry of shadows and deceit to ensnare the thieves. State-of-the-art technology and unwavering determination became the weapons of the law enforcement teams as they meticulously tracked the criminals. The stage was set for an unforgettable battle of intellect and teamwork, pitting the relentless pursuit of ill-gotten wealth against the unyielding forces of justice. As the night air hummed with anticipation, the gang's bulldozer roared into action, hurtling toward its target with destructive force. The symphony of destruction echoed through the city, signaling the arrival of these reckless criminals. But their path, built on the pillars of hubris, crumbled as the trap was sprung, capturing them in a vice of justice. Panic gripped their hearts as their dreams of unimaginable riches shattered before their eyes. The police had outsmarted them at every turn, leaving no room for escape. Remarkably, not a single gunshot shattered the silence of the night, for it was the calculated tactics of law enforcement that rendered these audacious criminals helpless. Join us as we dig into the thrilling tale of the Millennium Dome Raid. Before we go further, please give the video a like. That really helps with the algorithm. I apologize for putting this in the middle of the video, but the channel has stopped growing recently. Within the depths of London's underworld, a group of seasoned criminals meticulously plotted their audacious heist. This notorious gang, comprised of hardened individuals with a laundry list of criminal exploits, had set their sights on the Millennium Jewels, fueled by an insatiable thirst for ill-gotten riches. Let us delve into the nefarious personas of these felons. Raymond Betson, a seasoned 40-year-old outlaw, emerged as the gang's leader. With an extensive rap sheet boasting armed robbery, burglary, theft, assault, and drug offenses, Betson possessed a wealth of criminal expertise. Notably, he had served multiple stints behind bars and had twice managed to elude the clutches of law enforcement. Behind the wheel of the formidable bulldozer sat William Cockram, a 49-year-old with a rap sheet mirroring Betson's. Armed robbery, burglary, theft, assault, and drug offenses punctuated his criminal history, further cementing his place within this motley crew. Like his cohorts, Cockram had spent significant time imprisoned. Lee Wenham, a 34-year-old criminal with prior convictions for burglary and theft, assumed the role of the getaway boat's driver. Alongside him stood Aldo Cherokee, 32, who shared a similar rap sheet. Both men were well-versed in the art of evading the law, their experiences enhancing the gang's chances of success. Rounding out the gang were Robert Adams, a 57-year-old accomplice and backup driver of the getaway boat, whose criminal record aligned with burglary and theft, and Kevin Meredith, the 34-year-old backup lookout, surprisingly devoid of previous convictions, offering a glimmer of inexperience amidst this seasoned group of criminals. Months of meticulous planning paved the way for their meticulously orchestrated raid. Armed with intimate knowledge of the Millennium Dome's layout and the impenetrable vault, the gang had procured detailed maps and blueprints of the site. They had painstakingly acquired the necessary equipment, amassing an arsenal ranging from a bulldozer, speedboat, van, lorry, and motorcycle to firearms, ammunition, smoke grenades, and gas masks. November 7th emerged as their chosen date, a calculated decision born from strategic foresight. A Tuesday, it promised a lesser crowd within the dome's confines compared to bustling weekends. Furthermore, the following day's full moon ensured high tides, granting the gang a seamless river escape. Their plan, elegant in its simplicity yet daring in execution, unfolded with calculated precision. The bulldozer would become their battering ram, demolishing the dome's perimeter fence before barging into the highly coveted money zone. Armed with sledgehammers, the gang would shatter the glass barrier, breaching the cases imprisoning their glittering targets. Swiftly stuffing bags with an assortment of jewels, they would flee the scene, boarding the waiting speedboat poised along the river's edge. Their getaway would propel them toward a predetermined rendezvous point, where they would make a seamless transfer to another vehicle, ultimately evading capture. Confident in their abilities, the gang estimated that their meticulously choreographed dance with destiny would transpire within a mere 10 minutes. This lightning-fast execution was their key to success. Their hope hinged on catching the unsuspecting security and authorities off guard, leaving no room for resistance or pursuit. In the relentless pursuit of justice, a crack team of seasoned law enforcement officers emerged as the last line of defense against the audacious Millennium Dome gang. The Flying Squad, a renowned specialist unit within the Metropolitan Police Service, tasked with combating armed and serious crime, rallied their top talents to thwart the impending raid. Let us delve into the courageous individuals who formed the backbone of this operation. Detective Superintendent John Shatford, a seasoned 48-year-old leader, commanded the mission with an impressive 18-year tenure in the Flying Squad. His career boasted numerous high-profile investigations and arrests, including the legendary £26 million Brinksmat robbery in 1983. Shatford's leadership skills were honed in the crucible of past successes, making him an invaluable asset in the fight against crime. Stepping into the role of deputy leader was Detective Inspector Ian Brown, a 42-year-old with 12 years of service in the Flying Squad. Brown's reputation had been forged through his involvement in various high-stakes cases, most notably the £6 million Security Express robbery in 1983. His experience and tactical acumen proved crucial in the strategic planning of the operation. Detective Sergeant Stuart Cheek, a 38-year-old astute intelligence officer, shouldered the responsibility of gathering and analyzing crucial information on the gang and their nefarious plot. With a decade of experience within the Flying Squad, Cheek's expertise in discerning the truth from a sea of falsehoods elevated him to a pivotal role within Operation Magician. The watchful eyes of Detective Constable Jim McGowan, a 36-year-old surveillance officer with 8 years of service, were poised to track the movements of the gang. His meticulous observations and ability to navigate the shadows provided an essential linchpin in unraveling the criminal's web of deceit. At the forefront of the operation's firepower stood Detective Constable Steve Williams, a 34-year-old firearms officer. With 6 years of experience in the Flying Squad and comprehensive training in tactical weaponry and strategies, Williams personified the unwavering resolve of law enforcement in the face of imminent danger. Immersed in the shadows, Detective Constable Andy Hibbert, a 32-year-old undercover officer, infiltrated the criminal underworld by assuming the guise of a Dome employee. With 4 years of service under his belt, Hibbert's ability to blend seamlessly with his surroundings provided invaluable intelligence from within the heart of the gang's operation. Weeks before the anticipated raid, the police had received a crucial tip-off from an informant privy to the robbers' machinations. Detective Sergeant Cheek, the trusted conduit, swiftly corroborated and developed the information, alerting Detective Superintendent Shatford to the grave threat at hand. Recognizing the urgent need for action, Shatford authorized the launch of Operation Magician. The police assembled a covert surveillance team, meticulously tracking and shadowing the movements of the gang. Concealed cameras and microphones, artfully placed both inside and outside the dome, stood as silent witnesses to the unfolding drama. The inclusion of Detective Constable Hibbert, operating undercover within the dome, offered an unparalleled vantage point from which to observe and report on the gang's activities. Simultaneously, a tactical response team stood at the ready, poised to intervene and apprehend the robbers. A formidable contingent of armed officers, some in uniform and others concealed, gathered, bolstered by auxiliary units such as helicopters, boats, and highly trained canine companions. The police left no stone unturned in their relentless pursuit of justice. Dubbed Operation Magician, this meticulously planned endeavor accounted for every conceivable detail and scenario. Collaborating closely with dome management and security, the police secured their crucial cooperation and assistance, forging an unwavering alliance in the face of adversity. As fate would have it, November 7th emerged as the chosen date for Operation Magician, aligning with intelligence pinpointing this fateful day as the gang's intended strike. Acutely aware of the robbers' reliance on the high tide to effect their escape via boat, the police positioned themselves for a showdown, prepared to unleash their collective might. In a race against time, the police eagerly awaited the criminals' arrival, hoping that their swift and decisive action would catch them in the act, extinguishing their nefarious ambitions and preserving the sanctity of justice. The stage was set for an epic clash between law enforcement and the criminal underworld as Operation Magician hurtled towards its climactic crescendo. November 7th, 2000, dawned with a chilling sense of anticipation as the stage was set for a daring heist that would rock the nation. The Millennium Dome, a symbol of grandeur and opulence, became the target of a gang hell-bent on securing their slice of ill-gotten riches. Led by William Cockram, the gang's audacious plan unfolded with meticulous precision, but their dreams of unimaginable wealth would soon be shattered. At approximately 9:30 a.m., two vehicles approached the dome, forging the path to infamy. The first, a JCB digger, driven by Cockram himself, carried Raymond Betson, Lee Wenham, and Aldo Sciarocchi as his trusted accomplices. Close behind, a white van driven by Robert Adams brought with it a cache of bags, weapons, and gas masks, a stark reminder of the impending chaos. The dome's security cameras captured the heart-stopping moments as the digger crashed through the perimeter fence, brazenly breaching the fortress-like facade. Inside the dome, the police, positioned strategically, observed the unfolding chaos with steely determination, awaiting their cue to strike. With unruly determination, the digger pressed forward, its path unrelenting toward the coveted money zone, nestled on the dome's east side. The white van trailed close behind, its cargo of contraband evidence of the nefarious intentions at play. The digger, like a battering ram of criminal ambition, smashed through the glass wall of the money zone, coming to a halt near the vault that safeguarded the glittering jewels. Cockram, seizing the moment, abandoned his heavy machinery and brandished a sledgehammer, shattering a glass case housing precious blue diamonds. Hastily, he scooped a handful of the gems into a bag, greed fueling his actions. Betson, too, emerged from the digger, wielding his sledgehammer with ruthless determination. Another glass case yielded its contents to the merciless blows, blue diamonds cascading into Betson's waiting bag. Wenham followed suit, his sledgehammer raining destruction upon yet another glass case. The glimmering prizes slipped into his bag, adding to the growing bounty. Sciarocchi, the final member of the gang, contributed to the relentless assault on the diamond-laden displays. His sledgehammer collided with the fourth glass case, shards of shattered glass testament to the audacity of their endeavor. Like his counterparts, Sciarocchi claimed his share of the spoils. Their relentless pursuit of riches brought them face to face with the Millennium Star, the ultimate prize encased within an impenetrable fortress of glass. Armed with sledgehammers, the gang launched a desperate attack on the formidable barrier. Yet the impenetrable glass withstood their onslaught, leaving them empty-handed. As the gang's aspirations teetered on the brink of collapse, the police seized the opportune moment. Swarming into the money zone from multiple entrances, they bellowed the chilling command, "Armed police! Drop your weapons!" Guns trained on the stunned robbers, the full weight of the law bore down upon them. The gang, caught off guard and overwhelmed by the swift and decisive police response, acquiesced. Cockram, Betson, Wenham, and Cherokee relinquished their sledgehammers and bags, their hands rising in surrender, the glimmer of stolen gems fading into insignificance. Arrested without resistance or further violence, the gang's persons became a treasure trove of incriminating evidence. The police meticulously searched them, unearthing a cache of guns, smoke grenades, gas masks, communication devices, and a trove of stolen identities. Their possessions painted a vivid portrait of their criminal pursuits, with disguises, tools, and an inventory of documents weaving a web of criminality. The search extended beyond the immediate scene of the crime. Both the digger and the van, their hollow shells now stripped of their ill-gotten treasures, yielded further evidence. Additional bags, weapons, and equipment reinforced the extent of the gang's audacity. Among the abandoned loot, the police discovered the stolen blue diamonds, a potent reminder of the gang's momentary triumph. Counting 14 in total, the estimated worth amounted to a staggering £10 million. A note accompanied the diamonds, a brazen challenge to the authorities. It outlined the gang's demands for a £200 million ransom and warned of the diamonds' destruction should their conditions remain unmet. Yet, seasoned investigators discerned the note's true nature, a smokescreen designed to misdirect attention from their true intentions. The labyrinthine investigation unraveled further as the police conducted a meticulous search of the surroundings. A speedboat, moored inconspicuously on the dome's north side, emerged as the gang's planned getaway vehicle. The black inflatable boat, with its powerful engine and abundant fuel, stood as a testament to their audacity. Matching registration numbers found among the gang's belongings solidified the connection. But the audaciousness did not end there. In their bid for escape, the gang had carefully planned multiple contingencies. A lorry, inconspicuously parked near a nearby warehouse, brimmed with Christmas trees, providing cover for their ill-fated escape. A metal spike welded to its chassis spoke of their intent to overcome any obstacles encountered. In the shadowy depths of the warehouse, investigators unearthed yet another piece of the gang's puzzle, a hidden motorcycle concealed beneath a protective veil. Its registration number, mirroring the gang's intricate web of deceit, added to the growing catalog of evidence. The investigation, spreading its tendrils across numerous locations, unraveled a tapestry of connections. The gang's hideouts, contacts, suppliers, and a litany of associated individuals emerged from the shadows, shedding light on the intricate network of criminality. In a remarkable feat of investigative prowess, the police captured each member of the Millennium Dome gang, ensuring they would face the full weight of justice. All 14 blue diamonds were recovered, their rightful place restored within the dome's vault. The preservation of this priceless collection of diamonds stood as a testament to the indomitable spirit of law enforcement. In the hallowed halls of Woolwich Crown Court in February 2002, the stage was set for a gripping courtroom drama that would captivate the nation. 6 men stood accused, their fate hanging in the balance. The trial, lasting 6 weeks, would expose the inner workings of a cunning gang, their audacious plot, and the shocking aftermath of their ill-fated endeavor. The prosecution, armed with a mountain of evidence, presented a narrative of meticulous planning and ruthless execution. They painted a vivid portrait of a well-oiled criminal machine that had orchestrated one of the most daring and ambitious robberies ever conceived. A tapestry of confessions, phone records, surveillance footage, informants, tip-offs, fingerprints, DNA, weapons, vehicles, documents, and of course the diamonds themselves unfolded before the jury's eyes. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation as the prosecution skillfully showcased footage of the audacious raid, captured by the keen lenses of police cameras and microphones. The scenes unfolded like a Hollywood thriller, showcasing the heart-stopping moments of the heist and the dramatic arrest that followed. In a battle of wits, the defense countered, seeking to cast doubt upon the accused's alleged criminal prowess. They argued that these were not seasoned professionals, but rather amateur opportunists who had succumbed to a whimsical temptation fueled by a tip-off. They vehemently claimed that no harm was intended and no damage was meant to be inflicted. The defense scrutinized the reliability of confessions, the accuracy of surveillance footage, and the legality of the arrests, challenging the very fabric of the prosecution's case. Finally, on March 15, 2002, the courtroom held its collective breath as the jury delivered their verdict. Guilty on all charges, the 6 defendants would now face the consequences of their ill-fated choices. Raymond Betson, William Cockrum, Lee Wenham, Aldo Cherokee, Robert Adams, and Kevin Meredith would be condemned to varying prison terms, ranging from 15 to 18 years. Their sentences, a testament to the severity of their crimes, were to serve as a deterrent to those who would dare to follow in their footsteps. The judge, recognizing the immense scale of the gang's audacity, also ordered the defendants to pay a staggering £27 million in damages to the Millennium Dome and its rightful owner, De Beers. The weight of their actions, both in human and financial terms, was firmly impressed upon their shoulders. In the aftermath of the trial, the defendants expressed remorse and extended heartfelt apologies to their victims. Some of them lodged appeals, desperate to overturn their convictions or reduce their sentences, clinging to a glimmer of hope in the face of their bleak reality. The legacy of the Millennium Dome Raid endures, forever etched in the annals of true crime. It has spawned a multitude of books, documentaries, and movies, each capturing a fraction of the intrigue and mystique that surrounds the heist. Questions linger, raising concerns about the vulnerabilities of the jewelry industry and the ever-present allure of diamonds. Today, the diamonds that sparked the gang's ambition remain part of the illustrious De Beers Millennium Jewels collection, now under the custody of a private collector. Occasionally, these priceless gems emerge from their secure confines, gracing exhibitions and events worldwide, serving as a reminder of the audacious attempt to claim them. As for the Millennium Dome, it shed its former identity and embraced a new chapter. Renamed the O2 in 2005, the iconic structure was transformed into a versatile entertainment venue, a hub for concerts, shows, sports, exhibitions, and a myriad of other events. It rose from the ashes of the heist, symbolizing resilience in the face of adversity. The valiant police officers who thwarted the gang's ambitions were hailed as heroes, praised for their unwavering bravery and unwavering professionalism. The Guardians of Justice received well-deserved commendations, medals, promotions, and bonuses, continuing their noble careers in law enforcement, fighting on the front lines of crime. As for the robbers who dared to challenge the system, they faced the consequences of their actions. Some have served their prison sentences, while others still languish behind bars or walk free on parole. A few, unable to resist the allure of criminality, have returned to their old ways, seeking refuge in the shadows. Yet, a handful have embraced the possibility of redemption, attempting to forge new lives away from the clutches of their illicit past. Do you think that the perpetrators have a chance at a normal life? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Till next time. Signing off. This has been Christina.